it's you, my dear. Welcome, welcome. How wonderful it is to see you again. Oh, of course, my apologies. Let me just bring myself back down to earth. And there, goodness, what must you think of me, greeting you in midair like that? Please do forgive my manners. I'm glad you think so, that I'm amazing. I've been thinking of ways to spice up my entrance. Audiences these days seem to just crave the impossible. Just imagine their faces if I were to float up onto that stage, like a cloud across the moon. That would surely get them fired up, don't you think? Marvelous. Oh, but wait. What am I doing? Keeping you standing in the doorway like that. Please, please do come in. Come on. Come on in. Sit wherever you like. Go ahead. Before you ask, yes, the chaise is real velvet. May I offer you a drink? I have anything you could possibly want. Oh, don't be alarmed, my dear. It's just for security purposes, with the door being locked. Please do understand. I can't have just anyone wandering in here. This is a rather competitive industry, you see. You'd be surprised how many times I catch myself a little snoopy goody two-shoes who claims they simply got lost. A likely story. But in any case, locking my door is the least I can do to protect myself. How do I know you're not a spy? Oh, my dear. I could sense it as soon as you stepped on stage with me. Those who would steal my secrets always have this conniving air about them. Fake smiles plastered on, their eyes darting here and there, like a thief in a jewelry shop. Their every move, possibly, inevitably drips with guile. But you, my dear, I get no such vibes from you. That smile you wore as you stepped into the limelight, as bright as the morning sun, yet with a touch of shyness, as you pondered the wonders of magic. So eager, yet so soft, like a bride awaiting her partner's kiss. Such an awe could never come from someone with ill intent. No, it could only come from one with a pure and honest heart. A rare find in this business indeed. But forgive me. Where were we? Oh, yes, your drink. I have anything your heart desires, my dear. Tea, lemonade, sparkling water, or perhaps if you're in the mood for something stronger, I also have a variety of spirits. Tea? Yes, of course. What flavor will you have, my dear? An excellent choice. I'm rather fond of that blend myself. You have very, very good taste. Indeed, you have very good taste. If you don't mind me asking, did you enjoy the show? Marvelous. That means a great deal, especially coming from you. I must thank you again for being such a wonderful volunteer. Not everyone is so open-minded, or so good-humored, that is. Too often I tend to get the skeptics, you see, who volunteer with the sole purpose of trying to figure out my magic. Or else well, you see, I did tell you about the spies earlier, yes? If they're neither of those, then there are utter morons who can barely, if at all, add two and two together. But to have someone like you, oh, to have someone like you, my dear, whose childlike wonder is untouched by the evils of this world. It almost felt like the good old days. The pleasure was all mine, my dear. Have you ever thought of a career on stage? I think you would be a natural. I'm quite serious. In fact, I've been considering taking on an assistant. After seeing you on stage earlier, I think you would be perfect. Would you perhaps be interested? And there's that modest streak shining through once again. Yet another of your endearing traits. You'd be wonderful. You take direction well. You have a natural flair for performing. And your beauty, your wit, it would put the gods to shame. I could look 1,000 years or more high and low, and never find an assistant as good as you. Very well. I'll prove it to you. Lovely, isn't it? 100% silk and 50 years old, this top hat of mine. It once belonged to my grandfather. Look inside. Do you see anything? Now watch closely. And presto. Meet Daisy. She's my winged friend here. She's a very good performer for, well, the stage, despite her just being a dove. Yes, that's right. She's been my faithful companion ever since the first time I took to the stage. She is sweet indeed. Still, one can only get so far with a feathered friend. After a while, someone starts to long for something more. Someone who can actually carry on a conversation. Someone who understands you, who knows your dreams and fears, and shares the same with you in turn. Someone to stand beside you, to hold you through the storms of life itself. Pardon me. In any case, tell me, how did I do it? There was nothing inside of my hat, yes. You saw nothing in it. So how did I make my dear old Daisy here appear? Exactly. I just placed my finger here, a lift up, and voila, a dove-sized compartment in my top hat. And don't worry, I don't keep her cooped up there round the clock. She has a lovely cage all of her own. And here she comes into her cage. Good girl, Daisy. Go back into your cage for now. Oh, you'd be surprised, my dear. There's an astonishing number of fools who can barely add two and two together, as I've told you earlier. Still, if you need more convincing, I'll be happy, more than happy to oblige. How about this one? Here is a deck of cards. True. We don't usually reveal our secrets to just anyone, mind you. But everyone bends the rules now and again. Why draw a line in the sand, if not to tempt people across it? Besides, you would never betray me, would you, my dear? You would never use my secrets against me, right? Of course not. Of course you wouldn't. Now I'm just going to keep shuffling. Stop me, Stop me whenever you like. Okay, let's see what we've got. The Ace of Hearts. Perfect. Now, would you write your name on it for me? There we go. Now, let's take the card and put it back in the deck. We'll cut the deck here and here. Give it a shuffle and, with a snap of my fingers, I've made your card vanish from the deck. Don't believe me? Go on, take a look. Would you look at that? Ace of clubs, ace of diamonds, ace of spades, but no ace of hearts. No. Not quite. I did not slip it under my sleeve. You're willing to check them if you want, though sadly all you'll find are my wrists. Would you like me to show you where it really is? As you wish. Here, catch. Now, if I were to cut up that orange there, I wonder what we'll find inside. Yes, Way, all we need is just a sharp knife. Why so hesitant, my dear? It's just an orange. It won't feel a thing. Thank you. There we go. A quick cut here and here, then separate the halves. And voila, the card, not just any card, mind you. Your card, the Ace of Hearts with your name signed on it. You tell me, my dear, how did I do it? Think through it, step by step. Precisely. It's quite simple, actually. A duplicate card, with a little help from some tape. The first card, yes, the one that you signed, seemed to have disappeared, only to somehow supposedly reappear in that orange, when in truth the card in the orange is a double. But to pull it off, you would have, yes, I would have to know your signature beforehand. Good question indeed. How could I have gotten your signature in order to prepare the duplicate? Oh, no, my dear. You don't need to apologize. The hour is late and you've had quite a day. It's only natural you should be tired. Think back to earlier. Was there anything else you signed recently? During the show? Correct. Marvelous, my dear, absolutely marvelous. A mind as sharp as a dagger's point. Now do you see? You were born for the stage. How can you deny such a clear sign of fate? Together we shall sweep the world off its feet. What was that, my dear? I didn't quite catch it. No? Oh, but my dear, how could you possibly give up such an opportunity? Come on. The chance to do what you were made for. You're not going anywhere, my dove. The way you're slurring your words, you're clearly in no shape to be out on your own. Besides, I can't just let you walk away. Not when I finally found you. I'm not about to lose you. No, not now, not now. Oh, no, please don't try that. Oof, my dear, what were you thinking? Bolting to your feet in your state. You could have been hurt. Here, lie back on the chaise. Let me put a pillow under your head. There, I'll fetch you a blanket in a moment. We wouldn't want you to get cold, now would we? There now. Shh. It's all right, my precious. I know it must be frightening, trying to move and your body denying you. But it'll be all right, I promise. The effects won't last forever. Just long enough for me to get us somewhere safe. Now let sleep fold you in its velvety embrace. And when you wake, everything will be as it ought to be. There you go. Just give in, my dove. Let those heavy eyes close, and let yourself drift off. That's it. Shh. Dream of me, my precious dove. Dream of me. And the wonderful, wonderful new life we'll have together.